Let's see. Let's get going on some live streaming. What are we doing today? Let's see here. I want to do some music. Really need to find some good streaming music, but all right. Let's do radio. All right. So I need to figure this out. Let's go. I don't need this state. I don't want this file. I don't need you, and I don't need any of this. Which means I don't need you. All right. Yo, B1, what's going on? I have been going deep on this some annoying stuff with learning Solid. And happy Friday, my dude. You know what? You're right. That's the right kind of attitude. It is a happy Friday. Yeah, I'm trying to get this like OpenAI stuff figured out, and I'm finding that I have no soul. I have no talent. I'm just a hack. No, I'm just kidding. But I'm finding that like this stuff is kind of hard. So, you know, surprise, surprise. So let's see, like, more and more I'm realizing that what you need to do for OpenAI stuff to work. Oh shit, I need to change what my stuff says. Title is not, let's see, hold on. Be there in 1 second. Upload malware scans in Node. No. Yeah, feels real for sure. Let's go. What are we doing today? We're doing building cool AI shit with SolidStart. Sure. Is my chats working? Yo, hit me with something real quick. Test. Oh, test. It is not working. Oh no, it is. Okay, there it is. Cool. Yeah, I'm kind of like slowly getting more and more into the setting up my stream stuff. This feels pretty okay, pretty good. Feels all right, you know. So let's see. Let's bump that up. Let's get that out of the way. And essentially, what I've got now is I got this streaming stuff working. And I did some work on my theme here. I'm pretty proud of. So, man, some cool stuff. You want to see some cool thing? Check this out. The logic for showing this button or not. Yeah, exactly. This button has a cool thing. First of all, that disabled. Oh no, ARIA disabled. ARIA disabled, I guess, is okay. But the cool thing is the styles for it is still like clickable, right? Like I can click it, click. If it was actually disabled, wouldn't get that. But the cool thing about it is the styling for it. I've got, let's see, this opacity and cursor not allowed. And it basically does that if the form has any sort of invalid input. So because this is invalid, this gets a style. And actually, you don't even need to do that with has. You can actually simplify this to just, if a form is invalid, blur out the button, you know, and give the visual feedback. So pretty happy with that. But what was I doing? Yeah, so I got this stuff working. It's kind of annoying. Let me build this up really quick. We got the prompt. I'm gonna say const. We're gonna call this input or whatever. We're gonna say this is the prompt equals then it's going to be this thing. And right now what I'm kind of playing around with, and what I was getting at, what I was trying to say earlier, is the challenge with this stuff actually becomes less about the engineering and more about, as stupid as it sounds, the prompt engineering. Because like the thing that separates this AI stuff is going to be the form factor on how your UI works, but then also, you know, so many of these things are built on top of, are going to be built on top of OpenAI, and it's just like how you actually build the prompt. So I was looking at this GitHub repo called Awesome Prompts, and it's like, hey, if you want something like basically you kind of like morph OpenAI to be the sort of character, or like have the experience, morph it so that its responses are in character with whatever you're asking for. So act as a character. Okay, so this is basically what I'm going for, actually. That's what I was going to be working with. And with that in mind, I was like, what if I did like a code rewriter, right? Like take this code and rewrite it as this character. And so what you want is like the prompts to basically look like this. And you say, hey, I want you to act like blank from series blank. I want you to respond and answer like blank using the tone, manner, vocabulary blank would use. Okay. Do not write any explanation, only answer like blank. You must know all the knowledge of blank. Character. My first sentence is, hi, character. Okay, so a couple of the challenges here are like, as a developer, you're either going to create soulless crap that you might as well use OpenAI or ChatGPT or whatever for anyway, or if you want to actually give it some soul, you have to develop soul, which it's just like the hurtful part here is it's shining a light on just how much lack of soul I feel like I have. So we're gonna try and fake it. I'm gonna build some UI here. I'm gonna say, hey, let's see. Let's take these characters, right? Just as an example. Let's say Harry Potter series, character, blah, 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 etc. Okay, so we're gonna take these options and we're gonna say, cons character options equals this array, Harry Potter series, yeah, sure, Darth Vader, Star Wars, etc. Okay, oh, come on. Character option. So then what we'll do, and I think I'm gonna have to expand my input component here. But I'm gonna do input. No, please stop. With a type of radio. Options is going to equal the character options, and it's gonna be like, yo, what are you talking about? I don't know what options are. That's fine. We'll build that out in a moment. What we get is one simple radio. Awesome. So now I need to build this out. We're gonna say let's see, is label after if type includes local.type. Local dot type, that's fine. Let's go with props.type. Did I not fix it? Whatever. Whoops. Okay, local types. Yeah. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna build this. Let's validate. We're going to say const local options is going to equal props.options. Props.options is not defined. Down here we get options. Options is optional, and it's going to be an array of something. It can be an array of strings. Well, let's do this. Nope. Yeah, I kind of like this syntax better. Burp, 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 burp. Array of string or an object that contains label, which is a string, value, which is a string. Cool. So now that should be fixed, yeah. Right, needs a label. Label is going to be a character. Let's see, choose a character. And then should have a name. Name is going to be character. Cool. Type is radio. Awesome. Let's see what we've got with that. Choose a character. Awesome. So far, so good. Except that, why is this like display block or something? No. What's the problem here? Whoa. What? Why is this looking all funky? Input type display, position, relative, appearance none, inline size. Yeah, no, that's right. Display block with 100%. Nope. Display unset with Okay, so it must be that display thing, right? Feels like it is. Display inline block. Okay, that's what we need on the actual element itself. Input type radio. All right, that's what I'm missing. Cool, good to know. Let's go here. Let's open up CSS. We've got some styles. I feel like all right, let's just go down here. Do display inline block. Reload that. Fixed. Cool. I need to move that also into my global styles, but that's selected. Sick. All right, so the way this is going to work is in my input, we're going to say is label after. So I need to figure out if this needs to have a field set. Oops. So let's say this is going to be a field set with a legend. And inside of that is going to be the local.label. And then we need to say basically like if, we'll start with this. If local options dot length Then we'll have this field set. Okay. Otherwise, we're going to say we got to do this. Is label after. Right now, I'm going to copy this. I'm going to say this is field set. And that's going to be basically be if we have this true and local options dot length, meaning we have more than one option. Okay, let's try this. If it's a field set, we'll show the field set. That's not a field set. I don't think we care about this label after thing. Man, this stuff sucks. Yo, EZ, what's going on? If it's not a field set, then I want to show, then I want to show this other stuff. So I'm hoping I can just kind of throw this stuff all in here. Let me try this. It's not a field set. Then we'll start with just putting the label there first. Right now, I'm trying to build this UI. Whoop, you can't even see it. I'm trying to build this UI that essentially is going to allow users to select which sort of characters they want to talk to from fictional universes, like Harry Potter, Darth Vader, maybe, I don't know, you tell me some other ones. And then the idea is potentially I'm going to have people be able to write code or submit code snippets and have the code be rewritten by these fictional characters. So like you could have Dumbledore rewrite your code or something like that. I don't know. Still trying to come up with this sort of ridiculous stuff that we can do. But in the meantime, I need to actually get this. I need to actually get this working. Where's my thing? There we go. Boop, boop, boop. Okay. Dynamic label after. We don't need you. Let's hit save. Cool. That should actually be visible now. Okay, so now we have give the prompt, choose the character. My field set needs some style. CSS. Let's go down here. Field set. Border. Do I want a border? You know what? It might actually be all right. Let's leave it. So I need to actually display those inputs then. So on input here, we have the legend, and then what we're gonna do is say for these local options, local options dot map option. And so let's see, local options is going to be props.options.map, and this is going to take the option and basically need to construct a new object that's going to have the label and the value at the very least. So we're going to return, let's see, we're going to say if, how do you test if something is an object? If type of option equals string, then we're going to say option equals an object where the label is the option and the value is the option. Okay, and then here we're going to return the option. So the option should have, yeah, basically either be a label or a string. By the time it comes up here, it's just going to be an array of things with labels and values. So by the time that we use it down here, oh shit, look at that. Rewrote my code for me. That's all right. By the time we have it here, we're going to say that we want to create, we want to return an input of type whatever. We're going to start with these props here. We're going to get rid of this type. This type should include radio or text box, and then we're going to do a label, not HTML4, should just be 4 equals, and then should be the ID. So where do I have my label here? Props.id basically should be this guy. Just take this guy, copy it there, throw it up there, and then I guess I have the ID already set, something like that. Oh yeah, this should also be not local.label, this should be option.label, and then we also want to put the value equals option.value, something like that. All right, let's see what this looks like. Cool. Cannot read undefined reading map. Sick. That makes sense. Props.options, props.options, props. All right, I'm gonna make this ugly and fix it later. Cool. We've got Harry Potter, we got Darth Vader, we've got them. Labels are not working. That's because they're gonna have the same ID. So that's a problem. Let's go down here. We're gonna say the input, the props. This stuff is so annoying. All right, let's go utensils, just because I've pretty much built this in Vue before already. Let's go input. There we go. Let's check out the source code, and let's see. Computed options. Okay, should look something like this. Should look something like this. I'm gonna throw this in here. Get rid of that comma. And we'll just make that so it looks good at least. Then computed options. Length. Cool, that's it. got everything I need. Let's see, we've got computed options. So basically what this needs to do is figure out the props, the value, and the type. And what I'm doing here, I'm basically saying if it's an object, then what I want to do is change it such that we grab the key and the value. Options equals this dot options. Right. Oh man, this stuff is confusing. All right, so we grab the options that are passed in, which can be an array of strings or an array of like objects. If it's an object, then we change it so that we grab all the entries, we grab the key and the value, and we return an object that just has value and label on it. And then we return objects.item. If it's an item, let's see, each item should be an object with at least. Why am I doing this? I don't even know why that's there. That's weird. But we take each item and we say is type object. Every item should start with a value in it. Feels like that's redundant. But then we set the label to either the label if it exists or the value. So that's a key thing that I didn't do here yet. No, that is what I got. Then if it's a checkbox, item.checked equals local value that include. Oof. Need to figure out that one. Okay, so the only thing that I'm missing is the actual props here. We basically need to take this array of options and say that we need to return props props and then no wait, let's do this. Let's do object assign into options. We need to assign the props, which we have. Shoot, this is confusing. But what we need to end up with is, oh, you know what? Let me look at one more thing. I need to look at computed options. For each computed option, what we do, we have the legend. Yeah, we pass that stuff. For the actual input, we have a custom ID. And I think that's it. Yep. Okay. So let's fix that. For here, the actual ID needs to be something that's like includes the prop.id, but needs to be like _ option. And then this little doodad's ID needs to be that same thing. All right, so with that, let's see. These should now hopefully, nope. Let's see what I got. Markup here. That's too close. Too close, man. So let's see what I got. Markup label. For that guy, the ID didn't include everything, did I? No, I did. What's going on there? Shouldn't have that props. It should be ... option. I still think that ID is going to be an issue though. Let's see, we got the ID there, we got the input ID is still not right. So I need to actually like pluck the ID off of this. I feel like I need to... All right, I know what I need to do. I need to grab this split props thing. And I basically need to pass that here. Option props is going to be this thing where we split props, and we're gonna grab, I think I can grab it off of just props, and I think what I need to do is grab the ID. Assign that here, and let's see if that works. Cool. Still not quite right, isn't it? Should be option props, should be local. Okay, better, getting closer. We've got input ID. Gosh, still can't get it. Where is that ID coming from? Console log, option, props, local, and option. All right, so option props has the ID. All right, so this should be option props. All right, I'm gonna change this. I'm gonna try getting rid of this. And I want this to be the option.id. And I don't think I need that because that, oh, that's on the label anyway. Okay, don't need that either. All right, so ideally, I just have the input that has everything on it based on this local options option thing. Shoot, because that's gonna have to be on the select too. That's fine, but I basically want this input to have, man, this stuff is hard. So what's going on through my head right now is I'm trying to create a single input that can handle multiple different input types, including radios and checkboxes. And those two need to live within a field set. So if I have a radio input with multiple options, that should live in a field set. If I have a checkbox, a group of checkboxes, those should live inside of a field set. If I have a select, I'm no longer dealing with inputs, I'm dealing with a select, but all of the options are their own option elements. So essentially what I want is this array of like options needs to represent radio inputs, checkbox inputs, and option elements as part of a select input. So let's go to work on that. Okay, so basically the props should not, like all of the props should not be passed on to these options. Because if you want to be able to pass options to individual props, you don't want the parent level props to filter onto every single input. So we're not going to do that. Let's see. I basically need a custom function. I need to go to GitHub, to Austin Gill utils. Need to go to my JavaScript utils. Is type, no, type, raw type, get raw type. I'm gonna grab this guy, whoops. Pull it over here. I'm gonna come in here and say, we need, where's our utils? Random string, very good. Export function, get raw type, takes a value, get raw type. And then we're gonna, this shouldn't be any, this should be unknown. And then we want to create another one that's going to be is type, which is going to take a thing, and then let's move this guy up. The types union is going to take a parameter of value, and then it's going to take a parameter of type. We're going to pass a param of a types union called type, right? It should be a types union. Hello? Why are you saying it's unknown? Duplicate identifier type. Duplicate identifier, oh, type, yeah, okay. Cool, we don't need you, we don't need you. Great, types union. This should say return get raw type v triple equals the type. No, the type. Cool. Let's import this bad boy. Random string and is type. Gonna say where am I here? Local options. If is type option, comma, and then this should give me, this should auto suggest for me. Yeah, cool. If it's an object, if it's an object, let's see. If it's an object, it should be a type of, have a key and a value. Let me start this over from scratch here. I mean, if it's not an object, it's going to be either like a number or a string. So if it's not an object, then we can assume that option equals this, where, man, how'd I have that before? Let's go. Where's the logic here? Where's the logic here? If is type that options equals options dot entries. Okay. So then we have just keys and value, or value and label. Oh, that's because, okay, yeah, that's right. I don't know if I want to support, that. Yeah, don't need to worry about that. It's going to be an array at this point. So then we loop over each type and we say, hey, if it's an object, we leave it. Otherwise, we set, okay. So we're going to say, oops, let's go here. option equals is type option object. Yes, then we're going to leave it as option. Otherwise, it's going to be a value of option. So what we've got here is essentially it's going to be an object that right now should only have string or value. Okay, cool. And otherwise, we do this object assign thing. Which includes the item. Options. Item. We have the item. Item equals that. Okay, then we got to do that stuff. That's fine. Object assign onto item the attributes. I don't think that that's what I want to do. I think I'm going to leave it like I think I'm just going to leave it like this. Let's try this. Let's do a label is also the item. And then we need to return, let's return the item for now. Let's see how that goes. Item is going to complain because label string value string is not assignable to type string. I don't know where it's getting that idea from, but that's fine. So at this point, what do I got? Damn, I still got to do, right. Got to do the attributes. Okay. Okay. So I need to give it the type attribute, but only if it's a radio or a checkbox. Let's do this. Const is field set. We have that already. Nope, we don't. Const is radio checkbox equals that, which means we can take that, we can get rid of these checks, and then we want to say if it's radio checkbox, then we want to say that the item dot type equals props.type. This radio checkbox is not a function. Where is that being called? This radio checkbox. Okay. There you go. Okay, we got the types back. And my ID is not set. So HTML4, got the label. Label shouldn't be on there. Oh man, this is a pain in my butt. ID is not on there yet. Try it. Let's just start with this. If it's a radio or checkbox, then we got to do item.type is that. item.id equals props.id __ option. Still not quite right. That's because I need an index as well. Really? Index. Where am I doing the index? Ah, ID input index. Got it. Right. ID, let's do input. Let's grab the index. I'm going to grab the item and the index. Okay, now it should work. Yes. Okay, cool. And they're both going to be checked. Great. Which shouldn't be the case because they also need the name. Item.name equals props.name. I'm just gonna have to do this one at a time at this point. There you go, that's working better. And this input should have label ID type and name and the value. Okay, it should not actually have the label on there. Label type and value. Label should be set, type should be set. Shouldn't actually exist on props. Props and local. Let's see, what do we got here? You gonna tell me what we got? Props is ID name options. Should not exist there, and type. So ID name and type should exist, and then that's props and this is local. Type should not exist on both of them. Alright, but let's take this out of options. This should be local dot options. And then we get name, ID, name, and type. Perfect. The things that are not attributes should be label, options, and type. Type shouldn't be on both. That's kind of weird. I bet, yeah, I'm putting it back on, aren't I? Okay. This should not be there. That should be down. That's right, that's right, that's right. Okay. It's alright if that's there. Cool. I think this is kind of starting to work. This is kind of starting to work. Okay, so I think at this point these should be working, right? Yeah. Great. Oh god. Where's that coming from? I think that might be it. I don't know. So now if I take this and I say, cool, let's do the same thing. Let's do the same thing with a type is, no, wrong thing. Let's do this guy with a checkbox, and let's do this guy with a select. And what do we get? We don't quite get the select like we sort of intended. I mean, we kind of do. We do get the check boxes as intended, so that's all right. And then the select, we need to do in the input the children. There's label after. I guess we don't really need that right now. Guess we don't need this stuff either. Whoops. Guess we don't really need that stuff either. And then we need children. Children equals props.children. If it's a text area, then we assign it to the value. If it's a select, then we got to do this. And I think what we need to do is actually move this logic out of here and down here. And then we basically got to say the children should be an array of options. It's going to be props.children.map. No, it's going to be local options.map. And then we're going to take an option and we're going to return some JSX. I don't know if I like that. Don't love that. We're gonna say tag triple equals text area and children. I don't even think I need to do the children thing. I don't think I'm gonna do the children thing. Yeah, no, we're not gonna do the children. We're gonna do this. Children. I'm gonna throw that in there. Oh, this is gonna complain. Cool. If tag equals select, then we're gonna take the local options dot map option. And we're gonna return an option with something like that. Option, right? Right. Let's see. Option. When I have the label, we have something like that. Something like that. Do ... option. We're gonna say label equals false or null, maybe. And then we're gonna do option.label in there. Cool, let's try that. Let's see how that works. Do we have options? We do not have options. What's going on here? We got to select, we got no stuff. Also, what the hell happened to my things? What happened to my things? ID, type, name, type. What's going on here? I've got my console, I've got my options, the type is undefined. That's a problem. Type is undefined. That's because I'm doing out of props, and this should be out of local. Local. That's because I undid it there. There you go. Fixed. Sick. It probably would have been so much easier if I didn't fuss around with this like one dynamic thing that's like, let me use this one component that does everything. But hey, that's how it is. Cool. Do I have my options? I still don't have my options. I don't know why I don't have my options. Let's check this out. Let's just go down here at the bottom and just be like, yo, throw this out. Tag equals select and WTF. Okay, there it is. Cool. Let's go JSON.stringify local options. We got value, label, got value, label. All right. All right. No, let's just do like a single option in here. Option. For a select, let's get those options in there. Okay, we got it. What am I missing here? I bet I see the problem. I'm not returning. It's dumb. Dumb, 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 dumb. There you go. There you go. What's the problem? Should be good. Get rid of you. Get rid of you. There you go. There it is. All right, cool. So we got this like character selection thing sort of figured out. After a lot of fussing around with silly stuff. Cool. We no longer need these. We're going to do it just with checkboxes. I want to be Darth Vader or Harry Potter. Can do keyboard navigation. Sick. Sick. I got a rogue console log in here. Console. There you go. Get rid of you. Then what I want to do is say, all right, I want someone to talk to me. I want someone to rewrite this code in the form of this character. So when I submit this, we're gonna come back up here. I'm gonna say, hey, I need to grab this character. So what we're gonna do is grab the character from form data get character, which means, no, character, which means this field needs to exist in my form. We've got the input with the name character, cool. And then all of this go like that. Cool. I need the actual input. I need this to actually be to rewrite, right? So I want to say that the stuff to rewrite is going to come from this prompt. I'm going to come down here, move you up. What's going on there? Should probably read those error codes. Identifier input has already been declared. Yes, of course it has. Wait, what? Oh, yeah, okay. No, we're good. We're good. Okay, so next I need the actual code that I want to rewrite. Okay. I want you to act like blank from blank. Don't know who that is yet. When you act like this character, when you respond and answer like using the tone, manner, and vocabulary that would use, do not write any explanation. Only answer like character. Okay, let's just say is hi Doot. Can you please explain the following code? And then we're going to insert, this is whatever. I'm just going to call this prompt. Prompt, user prompt. No, we're going to call that prompt. We're going to say, the prompt is that, and then this is the payload. And then we'll take this payload, we'll throw it in the prompt, do that. And let's see what this does, right? So I want to have a character, I want to have a prompt, I want to have the character explain the prompt, I want to pass that to ChatGPT, I want to stream the response. How hard can it be? Talked about Harry Potter. Let's say, I don't know, what's a really good function? You know what? Here's a good function. JS form submit. We'll take this. Copy this, paste it in there. Submit. I'm afraid I'm not. Cool. Probably need to set the amount of tokens allowed to something big enough. Let's go 500 tokens. And let's say paste, submit. Whoa. What happened there? Okay, there's an error. Sick. Harry is not. I'm glad someone's still paying attention to the stream. Yeah, so what happened? Okay, that's what I got as a response. Payload. Prompt. That's in my text, yeah. Did I not pick? I'm afraid I'm not familiar with this code. Okay, so I see what happened. What happened was I accidentally submitted without a character, which then threw an error, which I'm not catching. So the character wasn't defined. Yo, little B1 unicorn. That's, yeah. Okay, so we need to make this field required. Input radio, let's go. This has to be required input, please. Which means now if I try to submit, we're not getting required on it. So name type value radio. See, this is the stuff that really gets me. I need to pass. I need to pass the props in to each input type. Right, that's on input. Input, let's go. I need to. I think I need to return this object dot. Actually, let me do this real quick. Let's console log props. So this should have name, yes. Required, yes. ID, yes. But we shouldn't have the ID in there. Does it matter if the ID's in there? Maybe not. So I think let's try this. Let's go item, no, object assign onto the item the props. I may regret this. That may be a problem. That is a problem because if I pass an object in for the item and I want to assign specific props to it, that's not going to work. Yo! AO just rated. AO just rated. What's up, y'all? I'm guessing I'm guessing Stony was the little whispered in someone's ear about that. Yeah, I figured. What's up? How do I know? I know Stony at this point. Yeah, we're trying to do some funky AI programming, which is just as depressing as it sounds. It's like a cross section. It's like watching a toad boil itself in water. That's a terrible analogy. All right. So what the problem that I got here is, give me your semicolons. Get out of here. I've got all the semicolons. You got some semicolons? You want some semicolons? Check this out. We're going to throw in some things and then we can hit save and there's some more semicolons for you. You had a fight with Stony and he caved. Oh, really? What was the fight about? And what did he cave on? What was his position on the fight? All right, we're going to stick with this object assign because I don't have a better solution. But basically, that should have put the required input. Yeah, great. Now we can submit it. Cool. I definitely did not cave. Oh yeah, all right. Conveniently, none of us were around to know whether you did or didn't. How you came to an agreement. Yeah. Where's the clip on that one? All right, so we need to see that's working now. All of the props that I pass that are related to inputs should be passing to those radio buttons now. So let's get rid of this guy. And what's essentially what I'm trying to do is, yeah, write some code with OpenAI. It's a really silly thing. Hey, AA gave up because he realized you weren't going to budge. Yeah, okay. Everyone coming in the raid party saying Stony caved, except for Stony. Alright, so let's do something really quick. Let's throw at least like H1 so we can see. Choose a character to tell you about your code, or something like that. Basically what I want to do is, yeah, that's right. Freaking class equals text 6XL. Nope, way too big. Let's do 3XL. Basically what I want this to do is you'd be able to choose a character, you to be able to put in some code, and then it like explains the code for you in the same way that ChatGPT should, right? So what I got is, let's say, I don't know, let's try this one. Let's try this one. Explain to me what this function does. And I want you to do it in the voice of Darth Vader, right? So then that's going to tell me it generates a random string of characters of specified length using characters in the allowed parameter. Awesome job. Didn't really tell me a whole lot of useful stuff. Okay. How about this one? JS form submit. And we're going to try this one as Harry Potter. I'm afraid not familiar with this code. Sick. Let's see. When I submit this, also, one problem that I'm having is I'm not actually clearing the form. So we're going to say set state. Set state to reset it. So, yeah, this is kind of the weird thing about AI is like you can do a whole bunch of stuff with it, but then it all comes down to like building applications is now I have to design the application, and on top of that, I have to design these stupid freaking prompts that are going to take some designy engineering of prompts so that GPT has everything that it needs, and then the actual code that I wanted to, or the actual ask. I don't know. Let's see. Oh man, I would let the chat go for too long. So they say you agreed he was wrong, but he didn't want to do more work. Annoying. Wow. Cat, if you got the ticket to annoy Stony, you gotta let me know, because right now Stony and I, we have a colorful relationship, but I feel like I can't quite get under his skin enough, except when I like use or don't use semicolons. I don't even remember which one it is. Gotta take a look at what A made me make then, buddy. Oh yeah, you made something? I'm down. Check that out. Huge overhaul again. Man, is that platform ever gonna come out? I feel like, you know, the irony is I call you out on it because it's sort of my bullshit too, of just like building and rebuilding the same crap. That's a good point. A bit stubborn on the way he was explaining his point. Valid point, but yeah. The accessibility was okay. It was blind bitch approved. All right. Dang, accessibility stuff. So you were able to get into Stony's you were able to get into Stony's platform and like do the keyboard navigation stuff. Yeah. I'm gonna try and do some of that stuff too, but man, I turn on, I'm not blind, but I use a screen reader every once in a while to like debug some stuff, and man, it's such a difficult thing when it's something that you're not used to using all the time. And it's also like, I want to show people, I want to run a workshop that shows people how to use screen reader, how to use NVIDIA, but I can only imagine having like 15 people in the same room running a screen reader and just like having it talking just belligerently at 15 people. You have low visibility. All right, well, so you use a screen reader or no? You're useless with screen readers. Okay, well, same here. Join the club. But yeah, all right. I like that. I like the. I'll have to. You know what? We should connect on Twitter, because I'd like to talk to you more about that stuff. No, screen reader. Screen reader's fun, man. You know, the thing that's cool about screen readers is the keyboard shortcuts that lets you like jump to different things. Because I don't know about y'all, but I like to do keyboard navigation, especially through forms. So like this stuff right here, it's my jam. Do I still have the login to No Mercy? Let me see, maybe. I do not. No, I do not. All right, so this stupid thing, getting back, it's more secure that way if I don't keep your logins around, you know, so security minded. So the other thing about the OpenAI stuff is like, yeah, you create your OpenAI thing, but you still got to send this like prompt payload. And I think this is a surprisingly challenging thing. Is like, you can go to ChatGPT and like talk to it about a whole bunch of stuff. But here's another thing that I want to do is like, I was trying to ask GPT to pretend it was my dog. So food and squirrels, let's see. All right, so I'm gonna try rewriting this one, right? We've got this one, character and prompt. I'm gonna get rid of that, and we're gonna say const payload is going to equal. So I had this one that was like, I want you to act as a dog. Your breed is Chiweenie, and you're very much in love with food and squirrels. You're very small and weigh around 11 pounds. Let's have a conversation. So this is where things get a little bit interesting, because right now I was just doing a regular completion, but if we want to do chat, we sort of have to remember. You pinned in Discord for me. All right, let's see. If you want to do chat, it's kind of weird because you have to remember, you have to send all of the previous conversation items. Let's see. All right, Discord. Oh, I'm already in. Sweet. Where are you at? There's Stony. Cool. All right, let me pull this in. I'm gonna see about getting onto this thing we were talking about. All right, Stoney, you passed the first test because I can actually log in. Which is cool because that means it's a form. And now I have it saved forever. So let's see this thing. All right, so Kat, you were talking, you were giving Stoney crap, right? For accessibility reasons, or maybe like color contrast reasons, right? Hey, Stoney, this is looking good, dude. I'm really liking this. I'm really liking this fade effect. This lazy loading images. So you're doing some sort of like. Let me see if I can grab the. What do I got? Let's see. Inspect. Oh, of course I. Yeah. So we're doing like the picture, and then what's this thing? I want to see how you're loading these things, because something down further in there is not loaded yet, right? Let's see. Let me reload this thing. Blur text sizing. Yeah, text sizing is a pain in the butt. I say no. I say you just don't do anything smaller than 16 pixels. Blur hash is a compact representation of a placeholder for an image. Okay. So how does it work? That's a blur hash string. Right, but then what is this? Is this an image? Yes. Interesting. 10 point if you know. You know, I say 14 is the smallest I'd go. This is cool. I might have to save this. I mean, I never like to do this stuff, but then the question is, how do you actually do it? So someone uploads an image, or more likely because you're doing video things, you are uploading the image, and then when the image gets uploaded, is this like a library? Like how do I actually use it? And I should save this though. This is really cool. PHP, is there a... Oops. So you're probably using the PHP one. Dang, no Node, JavaScript. There we go. But what is this? So 10 out of 12 on mobile. No way. I cannot agree on that one. 12 on desktop. No, just go 14. 12 is, you know what? Actually, no. Yeah, 12 I could do. 10 is too small. But what did Kat say? You cannot see 12. So see, there you go. 12 too small. Maybe 14. Maybe 16. What's wrong with 16? Just whatever. Keep it big. It's no problem. We got big. Screens keep getting bigger. It's fine. So how's this work? I guess I could read the code, the documentation. So you blur. So that's the decode. What do I actually do with the image though? Like if I want to create the hash. Okay. Decode blur hash image, fine. Draw it on a canvas, fine. That's what you get, but where does the hash actually come from? I guess I could read how does it work. Short blur hash takes an image, gives you a short string that represents the placeholder for this image. Do this on the back end of your service and store the string along with the image. When you send your data to the client, you send both the URL and the blur hash string. Yeah, of course. And then on the client, you do a canvas to generate the actual blurred image. And then when the image loads, you do some sort of lazy swapping sort of thing. That's really cool. I kind of love it. It's not showing up anymore though, because I think all of these are... Can I hard refresh? Empty cache and hard refresh. Yeah, Control Plus is a weird thing. I mean, I always say you got to use rem values, so that way if the user has like their browser settings set up to increase the font size. Okay. All right, let's see what we got here. There was the canvas, and then the canvas is gone by the time I see. All right, so we're in a list item. Inside of there, there's a button. I don't know what that button is for. Alice carousel button. Div. Canvas. Picture. A button. This is a button element. Why is this a button element? Stony. Come on, my dude. Why is that a button? That should be a link. Look at this. If it does navigation, it should be a link. Come on, yo. Don't scroll and look for one that's below Lazy Load. Yeah, it's the canvas that has the blur. Yeah, it should be an anchor. Yeah, no, I get it. Okay, oops, I accidentally scrolled. But I get it. So basically you have inside of here, you have these list items. Oh, what's going on there? Inside of here you have this list item, which inside of which has a button. And inside of there you have a div, inside of which there is this, well, I guess I already got that one. Down here, button, div, and then a picture, which is going to show the actual picture element. And in here somewhere is the canvas, right? Yeah, there it is. Yeah, I don't use Control Plus, but I use the mouse wheel a lot. Oh shoot! Look at that. Just broke it. But yeah, look at this. What is this telling me? Button type attribute has not been set. Oh, that's fine. Yeah, I would be careful with this too. I don't know if this is like a component thing, but generally if this is like a component, you want to have the button explicitly set the type to button, because otherwise if this ever ends up inside of a form somewhere, this will, clicking it will submit the form. One of the annoying things about UI library development. Cool, so what are we doing here? Yeah, let's get back to this thing. I want this to tell me about my dogs, right? I want this to pretend it's a dog. And basically the way that this might work is, cool, let's, instead of the character options, let's do, actually, let's just like, we'll keep the prompt the same. You got to do stuff like breed. Breed. This is going to be the same thing. So we'll comment that out and be like, talk to your dog. AI. I don't know. This is going to be not a text area. That can be, type is going to be checkbox, I think. So then this should be breed. Required options is going to be an array where we have Chihuahua, dash Hund, dash Hund. Gosh, how do you spell it? How is Little Nugget? Dachshund. Dachshund. That's right. God, of course I picked the two hardest ones to spell. Dachshund. Dachshund. There we go. Bulldog. Oops. Let's go. What are some other dog breeds? Poodle, Lab. What's another one? Pincer, Great Dane, Chow. Chow is a dog. I don't even know if that's how you spelled Chow. Let's go. What are the furry ones with the wrinkles? Shar-Pei. Shar-Pei. All right, we'll start with that. Cool. So you can pick from a bunch of different dogs. I did a checkbox because you can have different breeds. Boxer. All right, I like it. Yeah, let's do it. Yep. Boxer. Cool. Throw all the favorite ones on there. Looks like trash, but that's okay. And then what do we want to do? So I need a breed. Let's do the age, right? Let's do an input with a type of number. Let's do label. It's going to be the age. Let's go. Name is going to be age, and it's probably enough. Let's say that this is required. Oh, I already have it on there. Let's go required. What else? What else? What are some other characteristics of dogs? You made them anchors. There you go. See? It's not that hard. Because here's the thing, Stony, is not, like, let's see. The most annoying thing is it's not just an accessibility issue. It's like a quality of application issue. Because now what happens is I'm like on the homepage and I go, man, this takes a long time to load. And then I say, oh yeah, now it's loaded. I see this thing. Did you fix them? Like, is this the newest version? It is. Stony, my dude. Close but no cigar, my friend. The whole point was, let's assume that these are still buttons. First of all, no, let's actually make this a button, right? This first one, we're gonna change this. We're gonna say that this is a button. And for some reason there was a click event handler on it before, right? But whatever. So now the problem is, if I'm on the home page and I as a user want to be like, cool, let me open this up in a new tab, I can't right click and do that, or I can't control click. Control click doesn't do anything. Whereas, well, see, now I got the Stony, my dude. That's the worst. You just hijacked my click. I was control clicking, which should keep my page open where it is and open in a new tab. Like if I click this, what are you preventing the default behavior? What's going on here? Sorry, dude. Sorry to put you on blast, but there's more logic. You're sorry. I know. Just use anchors. Anchors, you get all that built in. But anyway, so now I can see down there in the bottom left corner there, where I guess my little face is kind of covering up. I can see the right around here the URL, and I can right click and open a new tab. Look at that, beautiful, beautiful. I don't know, just one of those things that like really irks me when I use applications that don't use anchors. Anchors are great when they work properly. So what I want to do is I want to talk to a breed. What are some other things, like some things that a dog might be into? Let's do let's do motivations. Motivations, sure. Motivations. And we're gonna call this one motivations. This is gonna be a type of checkbox also. The click enter sets the title, overview, background, and poster in state. So that's the title, overview, background, and poster in state. Yeah, I get that, but that should happen on route navigation change, no? Or you could also do that you can do that with an anchor and set it, but then have the anchor still handle the navigation. So you still have some of the logic, but you don't prevent default behavior. My 2 cents. Also because the carousel, yeah, okay, if it's a modal, then it's not going to be an anchor, right? Okay, options is going to be, what are some things that motivate dogs? It's an array. It's going to be food, walks, naps, no, toys, cuddles, or praise or whatever. Yeah, let's do praise. And then let's do treats, toys. Yeah, we got. I guess we can, well, that's food, right? And then what was the other one? Praise, naps, squirrels. Cool, there's that. So now I need to actually submit this information. I need to make sure that I get it correctly. Before I build my prompt, there's my readable stream. No, that's my route. Okay, here's my route action. There's my payload. I need to actually validate some of this stuff. And I'm gonna just like return, just empty thing. Oops. So when I build this, I kind of like the idea of using a different form library thing called Zod form data. It's going to be ZFD. I'm going to grab that. I make you do more work. You know, the truth is though, like doing things right saves work in the long run. When you, yeah. I'm not making you do more work. You're making yourself do more work. Past you that did it incorrectly the first time is making present you do more work. And future you is going to be like, dang, past me. Thanks for fixing it today, because that would have been annoying. So what I want to do is see if I can do this. Parse form data. I want this to be ZFD dot, what? ZFD dot Zod form data. You appreciate the butchering? yeah. I mean, okay, form data. Here we go. Should be something like this. I'm not butchering. In the end, like, this is to hopefully create a better product that I'll eventually be able to check out and use. I'm excited for it. I'm excited for you. Okay, so out of this, I want, what am I trying to grab? The form fields, which are name, age, motivations. Name, age, and motivations. Let's see, I should have name, age. Oh, look at that. This was already kind of there. Motivations. So that should be a checkbox. That's interesting. Let's do data. I just want to just log this. Console log. Let's see what this looks like. Data. So now if I come here and I do Chihuahua and Dachshund, he likes food and cuddles. His age is 6, and this doesn't really matter. Submit. Shoot. F&A. Okay. My stupid input component. Can't do this. can't do that. Can't do that. Can't do it that way. That's fine. That's fine. Come back to it. Okay, so we want Chihuahua Dachshund, age is 6. He likes foods and cuddles, and we have to put in something, so we submit that. We get a response, and then that gives us a whole bunch of crud. Right? So it's saying invalid type string received undefined. I didn't give a name, did I? Breed, age, duh. Input, label is name, name is name, type, doesn't matter, required, that should be good enough. Name, actually I'm gonna like set some of these up. So value is nugget. I would like to do these checked, but I can't. Age value equals 6. Motivations, sure. And the prompt value is going to be who's a good boy. Okay, so we got to set some of these, whatever, submit, and we get something else, where we get, minimum too small. Yep. I did my form validation stuff, but numeric, don't need this. Good enough. Let's see that. We've also got breed in here, right? Breed, name, age, motivations, breed. I don't know. All right. Let's see what that does. That gives us something that worked. And we get nugget, age 6, motivations is false, breed is false. I don't know about that. Console log form data.get motivations. I'm gonna do the same thing with breed. Should have been checked. Should have sent something. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I forgot to check something. Possible. But now we can all agree that they're checked. We submit it. We get some sort of error, which is fine. And what I'm getting here is walks and Chihuahua. And we're missing Dachshund. We're missing Dachshund, which is not gonna fly for my dog. Is it not? Bulldog, poodle. Okay, let's submit that. Let's verify that the network request is actually sending the data with the payload. There you go. We do have all those things. And on the back end, we discovered a bug. No, we did not. No, we did not. We discovered a bug in my logic because this is get, and it should be get all because it's form data. Okay. Dachshund, Chihuahua, food, cuddles, submit. All right. And what we get is food and cuddles, Chihuahua and Dachshund. Perfect. Invalid union. Received food and cuddles. Expected invalid literal. path, motivations, invalid literal value expected on. All right, getting closer. Let me go with checkbox. Checkboxes. How do you do a checkbox? Background on native checkbox behavior. It should contain. So what should it actually look like? Breed should include Chihuahua and Dachshund, but that's because yes. That should be an array of values. So why is this not array? Yeah, at least one item. I don't know about this. My checkbox be repeatable. Okay, my checkbox group. Got it. Repeatable. Okay. I think maybe that's what I need. Let's try that. Because it's a group of checkboxes, motivations should be that, which makes sense because it shouldn't just be a single checkbox. Okay. Array of text. I think this is probably the same thing. So let's do that there. And I might have this. Of course, I'll want to set the breeds and the stuff, but let's see. Values: Chihuahua, Dachshund, food, cuddles, submit. Did not get an error. And we get awesome. We get motivations, food, cuddles, a breed, Chihuahua. Great. So we can continue to use this form validation library, which is pretty decent. It's weird that I have to use this repeatable thing, but that's all right. So what I'm going to do is grab this. Nah, I'll just leave it. It's fine. We don't need hardcore validations. So what we're gonna do is say that, I want the prompt or the payload to be, I want you to act as a dog. Your breed is and then let's do something here. Your breed is, where is it? Data, let's pull this out with, you're not gonna, there you go. Cool. Your breed is, and then if we have breed dot length, what I want, breed dot length, then it's going to be your breed is no, this will be data. This will be const breed is going to equal data dot breed dot length. I mean, I feel like it should always be an array, right? So if the length is greater than 1, then it's going to be data.breed.join. Your breed is going to be a combination of please. Something like that. Otherwise the breed is just data.breed at the 0 index. Cool. Good enough. Your breed is this. Period. You are very motivated by you know what I need is the INTL stuff. JS INTL list format. That's it. I want this one. Formatter. And car. Okay. Okay, let's go with utils. Export function something. List. Yeah. List formatter. Log formatter format. Okay. It's going to take as a function that it's going to take something. It's going to say const formatter equals new formatter, and then return that. This is going to take the list, and that's going to return the list. Cool. Something like that. List formatter. This should be. It's annoying. At param, it's going to be a type of string, array of strings. Maybe. Feels like it can be a list of a bunch of things. Let's do an array of strings or numbers. Row. Okay, array of string or numbers, sure. Let's bring that in. Where is utils? Do I not have utils? Cool. Let's do from dot slash utils.js. Let's do list formatter. And this is going to be you're very motivated by, and then I think I can just do list formatter with the data dot motivations. Okay, you're very small. Don't need that. Don't know that yet. Let's have a conversation. So, I want you to act like a dog. Your name is data dot name. You are data dot age years old. Your breed is breed. You are very motivated by this. Let's have a conversation. Okay. Let's see how this goes. So we fix everything up. We generate the prompt. Again, a lot of the work around this is just like prompt massaging. Let's have a conversation with my dog. Let's do a Chihuahua, dachshund. He is 6 years old. He loves food and cuddles. Who's a good boy? What's on your mind? And me. Hi, Nugget. Nugget. Woof. Hi there. I'm so excited to meet you. Okay, I made a mistake because OpenAI is dumb and needs to be told stupid things like let's see, do not write explanations, only answer like my dog. Ugh. Do not write any explanations, only answer like data.name. Okay. Yes, for any of you that are interested in this OpenAI revolution, this is what it looks like. And this is just the this is not it's not as exciting as web development when I got started. Okay, so we got all that. Who's a good boy? We're doing completion right now. We're not having a chat. We're having a completion. And the difference is, again, with chat completions, you have like some back and forth, and you eventually compile an array of conversation that's building up over time, and you have to pass that whole array of messages back and forth. With completions, all you do is you have a prompt, and then it spits out a response. So right now I'm kind of jerry-rigging a chat into just completion, but let's see. Man, 500 tokens. That feels like, all right, let's bump that up to 1,000 tokens. Hopefully I'm not going to blow my budget. But let's do toxins. Let's do food and cuddles. Hey, what do you want to do today? And let's submit. Awesome. Got an error. Sick. What do we got? Array must contain at least one element. Okay. I think what happened was my hot reload reloaded after I had selected these. So, boop, 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 boop. Hey, dude, what do you want to do today? Woof, licks face, sniffs. Oh, this shit is so dumb. Okay, so whose face does he lick? Does he lick my face or does he lick his own face? All right, on that note, AI is stupid. No, AI is kind of cool. I think a lot of this work is like figuring out how to actually build an application that's going to be like useful to people. And again, I think that one of the problems here is I'm doing let me do this. Let me try this real quick. So I don't even know what I'm doing. Oh, I didn't even ask the question to the dog. No wonder. Okay. Wait, am I payload? Yeah, I'm not even asking the question. No wonder. Oh, he doesn't have he doesn't have anything to say. Here's my question for you. And then we need to put in the actual prompt. Man, I'm dumb. All right. Whatever. Let's go here. We need the prompt, which is going to be something like prompt. Throw that at the bottom. Grab that and do data.prompt. Man, I feel so dumb. Ah, that's so embarrassing. Yeah, the reason why AI sucks, man. Because I can't even freaking learn how to use it. But yeah, let's see. Try this really quick. Who's a good boy? Okay, Chihuahua, Dachshund. No, Chihuahua, Dachshund. Food, squirrels, and cuddles. And let's say, hey dude, what do you want to do today? Woof, let's go for a walk and look for squirrels. Marginally better. Mildly better. I was hoping for a lot more, but You know, it may be that I'm just sending, it may be that I'm just asking a lot. So let me pull this out, because the thing is with OpenAI, the API tokens, what you pay or what you, how is this? You can tell it how much you want to cap how much you actually pay. So what you pay is based on how many characters that it uses. And the way that you take a response and you say, hey, I want to limit this response to a maximum of this number of tokens. And a token roughly represents 4 characters of text. So I'm saying when I make this response with this payload, I want to use a maximum of 1,000 tokens, which I think is roughly 4,000 characters. And those characters are used both in the interpretation of the request, so when I include this payload, and in the generation of the response. So the combination of request and response makes up how many tokens it uses. Now, in this case, it seems like they probably didn't use all of the tokens available across the question and the response, but you know, it's a dog, so maybe it just doesn't really know what else to say. So let's try this. I'm going to go to ChatGPT and try and reconstruct this prompt and say, let's see, your combination of these breeds. Let's see. I want to say, I want you to act as a dog. Your name is Nugget. You are 6 years old. Your breed is a combination of all right, yeah, I'm gonna take off after this anyway. Well, why don't you hang out and see? Let's just hang out and let me prompt this thing and see, and then I'll let you go off with a nice sweet dream of, you know, either successfully talking to my dog or laughing at my failure. Chihuahua and Dachshund. You are very motivated by food, cuddles, and squirrels. Okay, do not write any explanation, only answer as if you were Nugget, because you are. Here is my question for you. And maybe this should be like, there you go. Hey dude, what do you want to do today? Yeah, pretty plain, pretty boring. Boo, boo. So, all right. Well, have a good night. And yeah, dream of something more interesting than AI. Dream of something I can work on that's actually gonna, I don't know, be a success and get me rich so I can buy a giant island for my dog and we can just hang out and chase squirrels and cuddle all day. On that note, I lasted a long time. Oh yeah, AA lasted a long time today for sure. I'm taking off because it's Friday, and well, except for AA, it's Saturday. But it's the weekend, and it's time to take advantage of it, especially because we got some sun here. So I'm gonna go. Stony, where are we going next? Ooh, how about? I've been rating Ryan Carniato recently, and he's got some good stuff. So I think we're gonna go there. We're gonna go raid. I also want to do some new stuff. Yeah, Ryan Solid. I'm gonna do some. I've been working on my stream stuff lately. So check this out. Should be doing something. There you go. Pretty cool. Yeah, let's do this. I'm finally learning how to use this stuff. Let's raid Ryan Solid. Yeah, thanks, dude. It's all right. It's coming along. I think there's still some work I need to do, but I'm having fun with it. Yeah, I see you're no longer figuring things out. Yeah, I still couldn't find something good to put there, so whatever. Cool. Well, thanks for hanging out, everyone. Thanks for the raid again. And hopefully next time I'll have a better idea of something to build with AI. I think that's the challenge. Cool. Let's go. Let's do it.